Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. We are continuing with IGCSE ICT Specimen paper 3 for examinations from 2023. So in this paper, in this tutorial, we'll be doing the spreadsheet aspect of the paper. In the last video, we did the website authoring. If you've not watched the video, I'll add the link in the description of this video, so you can always go back to it and watch. So the spreadsheet aspect of this paper is the task 3. So they say you are going to prepare an invoice using a spreadsheet for Tower Digital Storage. This company makes and sells storage devices. All prices are in euros, which must be displayed to 2 decimal places. Make sure that you use efficient formulae. I think we need to take note of this. Open and examine the file spec invoice and inspect this in spreadsheet package. Okay, let me do that. So these are my files. Just open this and okay, open this too. Okay, now these are the files. So this, let me just see if I can stretch this a little. There's no need for that. So that is it. Next, this one is the okay okay capacity gigabyte model. Okay, this is fine. Let's get into what we are actually supposed to do. So open okay, save specimen this as spreadsheet with the file name invoice, so followed by your center number, candidate number. Okay, let me do that quickly. This, not this one, this file, save as, create. Just do this. My center number is 001. Enter your center number followed by your candidate number. Make sure you enter the right details. Make sure you also select Excel workbook. That's how you save it as a spreadsheet. Good, we are done with that. Next, they say merge cells A1 to F1. Merge cells A1 to F1. So here, A1 all the way to F1. So I'm going to do merge. Now format the top of the spreadsheet to look like this. So you will see the row 1 is bigger, meaning this font size is also very big, and to me it looks like this text has been bolded. So I'll go ahead and do that. Just select this, increase, let me see, and this looks okay. I'll just bold the text too, and then just once this arrow just click there, it will adjust it automatically for you. So yeah, something like this. Yeah, so this is fine. Next, they say place your name, center number, and candidate number left align in the footer. So let me do that. To get the footer, insert. No, you will not get the footer there. So just go here and search header. This is it, and footer. Click on it. It should appear like this. Once it does that, the footer is the bottom part of the document. This left align your name, comma, center number, comma, and your candidate number. So just enter it like that. Okay, we've done this. Then place functions in cell C9 to E9 to look up the model, capacity, and unit price of each item using what? The product code for the lookup value and external file this for the array. So here I'll just like to do this. The product code is very important, so that's what we'll be constantly using to look up the model. Use this to look up the capacity, and I'll use the product code to look up the unit price. while using this file, which is this file, as our table array. Now let me see. They say make sure that if no data is entered in the product code column, then nothing is displayed in the cells. Let me check. Let's see how that will help. Okay, we'll have to just start and see where we'll have to make use of that. Now remember last time I said once you see lookup, know that either you will do VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, which is what most of that's just the lookup for your syllabus, VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP. So now let's look at the way our data is. If it's we're comparing vertical columns, that's when we use VLOOKUP. If we're comparing data across the rows, that's when we use HLOOKUP. Now we want to look up what the model using the code. So if I get this code, it should display this model. If I get this code, it should display this model, this code, this model. So we are going down vertical column. So we are going to use what? VLOOKUP. Now we go to our invoice, go to model, just go to equal to what? VLOOKUP. Oh, that's the problem then. VLOOKUP, once this appears, just hit your tab key. Now what is the lookup value? Is a product code. This is empty. Comma, what is the table array? Come out here. This is our table. Just select everything in this table all the way to the end. Good. Yeah, we are good. No. So we are there, comma. Now we have done lookup value, table array. We are in column index. What column are we looking up the model from? The model is 1, 2, 3, column 4. So here you enter 4 and range lookup. We don't want the approximate, we want the exact value. So that, and you hit enter. Oh, I see. This is an error, which means value not available, because the product code, we don't have a product code for it to display the corresponding model. Now I now see why they say make sure that if no data is entered in the product code column, then nothing is displayed in the cell C9 today. So let's look at something. If no, you don't have the product code, then nothing should also be displayed. To do that, we need to modify this formula. So what I'll do is I'll just start the formula over again, so that the function is not a formula, it's a function. So I'll just start the function over again, but we need to do some conditional formatting in it. Now to do that, we are going to use an if kind of function. If now we want that if this product code is empty, it should also display empty here. Else, if there is something here, you should do what? A VLOOKUP to display the corresponding model for the code in this row, in this for the product code. So if what is our logical test? This product code is equal to what? Empty cell, comma, it should display what? Value if true. If it's empty cell, what do we display? We should also display an empty cell. If the value is false, what do we display? We should do what? A VLOOKUP. Yes, do VLOOKUP of this, comma, what is our table array? We go back, select everything here all the way down. Good. And you come back here now, comma, what is our column reference? Remember our column index was 3 and we want the exact value, we don't want approximate. Then we have 2 opening, 1, 2, so we have to have 2 closing. So I'll close the last time, hit enter. So now our formula works. But if I put the product code there, let me just do this. Any code, I'll just copy it. This is the code, this is the model, Samsung 830. I think that should be Samsung 830. Anyway, good. Thing is wrong. There's a problem somewhere. Model shouldn't be displaying number. VLOOKUP. This is. Let me see. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. The model reference is wrong. The column index we use is not 3, it's 4. So I'll put 4 there. Good. So you see, this is correct now. This was a mistake. So once you do this, you know your formula is working perfectly well. It's working perfectly well. I believe that is the same thing we have to do for the capacity. It's the same thing we have to do for the capacity. But there is something we need to do which is very important. We don't want that when we move to the next cell, or if maybe later on I copy this formula all throughout, I think we are definitely going to do that along the line. Let me see, replicate the formula, enter in steps 10, and good. We are going to do the replication. So I'll just do this. After finishing all of them, I'll replicate the form. Once I do, I replicate. So I will replicate the formula. If I replicate this formula, I want to show you something. If I do this, what is happening? Once I replicate this formula, it's working. Good. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Nothing. But we want this to always be constant. So one absolute reference. We don't want that when your logical test should product code, it should always be constant. Good. Now for capacity, you can actually copy the same formula. You can actually copy the same formula, and you can actually copy this formula and you edit it. Now what are you changing? The only thing you change in this formula is for the capacity, we are using a product code to look up the capacity. For capacity, our column index will be what? Column 3 instead of column 4. So we are going to change 4 to 3. Hit enter. So same thing here. Same thing. You can drag this down. Good. If let's test if our formulas are working well. I'll just copy any code. SSD8. The capacity is 1024 gigabytes. And then Samsung 850 Evo. So let me just paste that code and let's see if we get those values. Samsung this 1024. Our formulas are working well. So I'll just clean this. I don't need it. So I think I'll just clean this code and then it displays empty. Now unit price, we can copy the same formula. We can copy the same formula. Now we just need to change our column index as well. Unit price, column index is column 1. Column index, no. Column index, this is 1, and unit price is column 2. So we just change our column index here to what? 2. Hit enter and your formula should work. I'll just scroll down. Good. Now I'll copy any code and test it. I'll just copy SD15. We expect the unit price should be 250, the capacity should be 256, and the model should be Crucial MX100. So let me paste that. Good, as required. These values are correct. Let me see. There is a problem here. Unit price. What is the possible problem here? Oh, I think the problem is this, the B is supposed to be A9. So be careful with that. The problem is this A9 should be constant. This one it should be constant. Here too, you should have, make sure you have A9. You cannot use absolute here, because if you use absolute, it's different for all of them, unless you want to type your formula from scratch. I just thought of copying it. It's easier to copy, but you can also type your formula from scratch. If equal to, if yes, my logical test is this is equal to an empty cell. I want to display an empty cell, comma, if there is something in it, I want it to do a VLOOKUP, and in that VLOOKUP that referencing A9, comma, the table array. I'll just come here to select your table array all the way down. Good. Once you are here, come back, table array, comma, what is your column index for the capacity? The column index for capacity should be 1, 2, capacity is column 3. You just put 3 here. 3, comma, we want the exact value. Close and close. Once you do that, you hit enter, and this is what you will get. So our formula is working well. Now just change this to absolute so that it doesn't change for any of them, and you can copy the formula down, apply it to everything. So basically this is what we are supposed to do. This is what we're supposed to do. So the A stays constant, but the cell number changes. So this is it for this question and this one. Now the next thing we are supposed to do is place in cell F9 a formula to multiply. Just this is 12 marks. So if you know that you can do it once and then copy it along and just do some editing, you save a lot of time. So basically, if I copy this code too and I paste it here, it should work everywhere. Are you seeing? There is a problem here because of the B. So I still have to change that. Because of the B, it shouldn't be B, it should be A throughout. So I'll do this again. Good. So now it has worked. Make sure you check your formula to ensure that it's working. Now so we've done this and this. Then now 11 is a place in cell F9 a formula to multiply the number of items by the unit price. Make sure that if no data is entered in the number of items column, then nothing is displayed in the cell. Another problem. So cell F9 to multiply number of items by unit price. F9 I'll just clean this, I don't need it. F9 number of items by unit price equals to number of items times the unit price. Enter. So we don't have a value, so that's why it's giving you this error. Now if I put SSD15 there, it will give me 0 because number of items is empty. But according to the question, they say we should make sure that if no data is entered in the number of items column, then nothing is displayed. To do that, we also use if statement. So I'll rewrite the whole thing. Is that equal to if function, if what, b9 is equal to an empty cell, we should also get what, an empty cell. Else if there is something in it, we should get what, if there's something in it, we should get this, we should get the b times the unit price. Then that is it, you close your bracket and you hit enter. So if I put, for instance, 2 here, you should take 3 here, you should get 3 times 250, or let me just put 2. 2 times 250 should be 500, so we should get 500 here. Good, so it's working. So it's working. Our formula is working perfectly well. So if I clean it, nothing. So I guess, yeah, we've done this. Place insert F9 function to calculate the total number. Total. Okay, we have to also replicate that formula. I think it's part of step 7. You have to replicate this formula all the way down. Yeah. So if I put, let me see if it's working everywhere. Please, when you do it, always test your formula to make sure it's working. If B20, good, it's an empty cell. If I put 2 here, it should give me 500. So that is good. I'll just clean everything. Oh, just clean the code. Yeah. So just test. Make sure you test to make sure to see that everything works the way you asked to. Place in cell F21 a function to calculate the total of the price column. Total of the price column. Total of the price column. Price total. We want what? A function. So that should be equal to the sum function. That's what we want. We are summing all from there all the way down. Just close it and hit enter. As simple as that. Next, apply appropriate formatting to all cells in row 9 to 21. Row 9 to 21. 9 to 21. Row 9 to 21. Let me see. 9. Row 9. From here all the way down. There is something that we need to do there. Let me see. Appropriate formatting. Oh, okay, I just noticed something. If you look at this, the price and all the prices should be in 2 decimal places and the currency is euros. So let's do that. I think that is the formatting they want. Unit price. So just select everything. Just select everything under the unit price. Should be in euros. So this is it. Anyway, we'll adjust the formatting, the currency here to euros and 2 decimal places. Let me just do that. Decimal places 2. Okay, this one here, also click here. Decimal places 1. I want 2 decimal places. Okay, good. So that is it. Now, if let me see. Okay, we are done with this. Bring your spreadsheet showing the formula. Make sure it is the landscape orientation. The row and column headings are displayed. Grid lines are displayed. The contents of our cells are fully visible. So now we need to display our formulas. So you just go to formulas, then show formulas. So this is it basically. Page layout. Want to exit this. This normal. I just want a normal layout. So I'm going to close up this. It's too white. This too shouldn't be this white. So this I'll open it up a little so that all the formula is visible. Good. Open this up too so that all your formula is visible. Okay, my formula is also visible there. Everything, your formula should be visible. Good, all our formulas are visible. Now you go to File, Print, Orientation, portrait, choose landscape. So let me see something. In the landscape, the row and column headings are displayed, the grid lines are displayed, the content of our cells are fully visible. So we have to do some adjustment again. I'll go to page. Let me go back and do something. I think this is too wide. I'm more interested in the formulas. Anyway, just come to file and then you print. Then you go to page setup. They say they want to see row and column headings, landscape orientation, the row and column headings. They want to see grid lines, and then all the contents of the cell are fully visible. So just do one grid lines. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I think this one is not visible. You have to change that. Just go back inside. Just do this other one, two. Okay, so this is it. I'll go to file, print. You just print it. So you can print it like this. I think you have about 3 pages or so. So you just print them out with your formulas. Once you have that, the next thing is enter the address as shown and format it like this. Address, so we are entering this address. So I'll just go back, come back here, formulas, close it. Is to, I'll just okay. Is something. I'm trying to see something. Okay. Now at this level, what we need to do is to, I don't want to see the formulas. Now, at this level, what we have to do is to enter this address, Tawara Technology Solutions. So we just go to this place to Tawara Technology Solutions. Let me see if I can minimize this. Good. This capital letter. And next we have 32 Acacia Avenue. Next we have let me see, Tara. Next, oh, that is not correct. We don't need this part. Next we have 45673. That is the address. They say enter this product cost and number of items into the invoice. Okay, so we are done with that. Product code SSD18. The next one is SSD34. Now number of items for SSD18 you have 1, for SSD34 10. So yeah, here we go. We have an invoice, 2 decimal places each, 2 decimal place, 2 decimal place, and yeah, so That should be it. Let me see. I don't quite like this, the way this thing is. Okay, it's fine. So this is what you end up with, something like this. So I'll just close it up. Yeah, so you should end up with something like this. You have your total here. This is it. Everything is in euros, two decimal places. That's our formatting. Next thing we need to do is save your spreadsheet, print the entire spreadsheet showing the values. Make sure the printout fits on a single page. Content of all cells are fully visible. Grid lines are not displayed. Row and column headings are not displayed. So just go to, you can save your spreadsheet. Go to File, Print. We don't want grid lines, so you go to Page Setup, Sheet, Row. No. Good. So this is how your spreadsheet should look like. So you just print, and this is how your invoice should look like. You just print it out and just hit your print command, and that is it. Next thing, let me see, row and column headings. We are done with that. See, so basically we are done with the um, spreadsheet aspect of this paper. So make sure that your name, center, number of evidence, save your evidence document, print your evidence document. So you have your evidence document. The name is on every page. Just save it and print it. So that is the last part of this paper, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that if I upload new videos you should be notified. And let me know if you have any worries or you have any comments. Just drop them in the comment section.